First night out, scouting here for a few days for Dad's elk hunt. Set up camp, got up in here on the mountain, and got a bull bugling back up there behind me. He bugled like 20 minutes ago, and then about every 4 or 5 minutes, he hadn't bugled for a while, so I came up here on this little crest. I let out a little location bugle, and he just answered back really fast. He's probably half mile down in this, so I'm gonna cross this canyon, get up over here and see if we can take a look at him. I love it. Talk about a fun first night at camp. I did see a couple cows last night. I didn't see the bulls that were bugling, but I came back to camp, it got dark, and a bull was bugling right off this ridge out here, like 500 yards from camp. Finally, I got out of my tent because the moon was so bright. It was almost a full moon, so I pulled my 1556s out and I glassed out here in the meadow, and sure enough, I watched him come off this ridge right back here, and following like 6-7 cows. He was just tearing it up, ripping it up, bugling, and he stayed out here all night. Did not get much sleep, but if I'm gonna lose sleep, that's how I want to lose it, right there. Bugled all night. I stepped on my camp first light this morning. Sure enough, he's on that ridge still. Got some phone scope footage of him. Good 6x7 bull, probably one we might target depending on what else I find here in the next few days scouting. So I'm getting pretty excited. That's a great way to start the scouting trip for Dad's elk hunt. Well, I haven't been doing any vlogs here, but give you a little recap. Third day out here. The elk are just tearing it up this morning. I had that good bull down here again this morning, that 7x6. And there's 8 or 10 different bulls sounding off down here. I had a bull, I left camp this morning, got up a hill. And then I had a bull chase 2 cows right through camp. Like, they came out of the trees like 50 yards from my tent. I watched them. And he came up in here, and I kind of followed him from a different hill. And then he just started a pissing match with a whole bunch of different bulls. There's like 8 or 10 different bulls. I've seen 4 or 5 of them. So, season opens tomorrow for Dad. He's getting here today with Matthew. I hope it's going to be an epic morning tomorrow like it was this morning. We can only hope. So now the bulls can be quiet so nobody else knows they're here. Elk-16 for Dad. 16-year wait. I've been out here scouting for 3 days. And one of the better bulls I'm pretty sure that I've been watching off chasing that cow, but his other cows are just right out here. He's bugling right over here. We'll probably wait here and see if he swings back around to his cows, but hopefully he's a nice 7x6. It's right on the ridge by those two trees on top. You have a plain as day shot. You have a plain shot right there. Yeah. Let me get you a range. The dark one right now. 7 and then 3/4, 1 below 8. Here. I'll give you a confirmation here in a second. Just high shoulder and try to drop him on those shoulders. High shoulder? Yeah. Just, I want to take one more look at him. What? Okay, yeah, it's him, Dad. Take your time, you got all the time in the world, so. Wait for the perfect shot. Yeah, I'll wait for it. Do you want to back underneath your butt or anything? What? Do you want to back under the butt or are you nice and steady? Are you nice and steady? Do you need to back underneath the butt of the gun? Okay. Do you want to zoom in a little more so you're just nice and on it? Dropped him. Yes. I'm gonna watch him here for a second. He's done. Yes! Yeah, that's our bull right there.
That's awesome.
The sun isn't even over the horizon yet. Where have we seen this before? That is so amazing.
We want to leave the cows escape? Or?
Oh yeah, they're so awesome, Dad.
Oh man, 16 years.
Between Dad and I, we have, so I shot my bull 5 years ago out here. I drew it. I had 13 years. So between us, we had, what was that, 29, or that's 29 years preference points.
Yep.
Total elapsed hunting time, like 40 minutes.
My dad would be.
Dude, you know how stoked he would be right now?
Yeah.
Like,
this is awesome.
Dude. It's funny because you guys pulled into camp yesterday. I've been out here for 3 days scouting, and this bull and these cows did the same thing the first night I was out here. They were out here in this open all night. I didn't sleep, this was bugling all night. And you guys came in, and I was like, shh. You're like, what? It's middle of the day. And I'm like, there's been bulls in here. Like, oh, for 3 days we gotta be quiet. And I heard him, we were in the tent this morning, and I heard him bugle up on this ridge, and I was like, oh, he's gonna come down to the flat. Sure enough, I stepped out of the tent and glassed. Him and his 8 cows were out here at 500 yards.
It's amazing, just amazing.
And he ran off chasing that cow this morning, so we didn't know if we were gonna have to go after him. You saw him come back down the hill?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cows there.
7 cows there and 1 up, I think. That's what I
He
counted
must have
earlier.
chased the one that was in heat.
Yes,
Or
so
whatever,
she
and then
tried.
came back.
Yeah, she tried running away, and he was like trying to round her back up.
That's awesome. Yeah, I kept watching the
585.
horizon, thinking that maybe he'd come back to get these other cows.
Yeah. Yep. I'm glad we were patient because that's. And he came down and using like this one window.
Yeah, I could just see.
I was only 2 feet to your left, and I couldn't see him.
Yeah, I wasn't sure it was a bull until I looked through the scope.
See him between the trees.
Oh, okay, awesome.
And then
awesome.
what's so cool is 5 years ago it was us 3 on opening morning.
It was.
On mine, and now it's us 3 again opening morning.
And you heard him bugling in the dark.
It's like a replay.
Yeah, deja vu. That's
Dude,
awesome.
and what's cool, oh man, isn't it though? It has been an epic couple days out here scouting. I mean, there's been bugling like crazy.
And you had to put up with the wind
It's
till
been
late
windy.
last night. Yeah.
But yesterday morning was a riot. I mean, we had right up here past where we shot him, you know, a half a mile or a mile. I mean, I was in 10 bulls yesterday morning. They were just ripping it up, and this bull was the one I got phone scope footage of him, and he was the one that came back, and I'm like, he's the best bull I've seen in the last 3 days. I've seen him a couple different times. I was like, I think that's, and he had a bugle that was a little bit different, and I'm like, so if I hear him, I'll know it's him.
Yeah.
And he sounded out this morning, and I looked at him, I'm like, that's him.
About
And
an
you're like-
hour before sun up. Yeah.
You're like, you think so? I'm like, I know so. That's him. And sure enough, it was. And now he's down 585 yards right over there.
The cows are just meandering away a little there.
Dude,
How epic.
dropping, beautiful morning, cold, 30 degrees, a perfect opening morning in Black Hills. Dude, you nailed that shot.
Oh, well, what a rifle.
Dude, doesn't Travis?
Run-to-gun custom 7mm.
Yeah, Travis or TS Customs does an amazing job.
Oh, it's just tremendous. You allowed me to use that for the antelope a couple years
Yeah.
ago. And
Well, it's funny because, what was it, 2 weeks ago, you texted me, you're like, can I use your gun for the hunt? I'm like, yes, I want you to use my gun for the hunt. I was glad you asked because I wasn't sure if you wanted to use yours or.
well, yeah,
But
it was
it
one of
makes
those.
these shots feel very comfortable.
Oh,
because you
man,
can dial
it was
in,
just,
set
yeah.
up. He's right there.
Oh, he's right there. Yeah, you had a backdrop.
Yeah, that was awesome.
know. Nice Black Hills bull.
So cool.
Yep, that is gorgeous.
I love those whales that start coming down and pointing down like that. I mean, he's got great fits. I mean, look at these things. Great fits, whales start coming down. His fronts are really good too.
Yeah,
And for a Hills bull, his thirds are pretty solid.
very beautiful, very symmetrical.
Pretty solid. Wow.
That is beautiful.
Always forget how massive these things are. What do you think?
Yeah, they're just huge.
Waiting a long time for this.
Wow. Yeah, 16 years of application and I think 35 in the park or something like that.
Yeah, I think he had 36 this year. 35, 36. Crazy.
Oh, this is awesome.
And
Very first rifle
oh yeah,
bull. I've taken a rifle cow.
that's right.
So that's a first for me.
Yep, you have 2
Yeah.
bulls with your bow down in New Mexico.
Yep.
This is your 3rd bull.
Yep.
First one with the rifle and first South Dakota bull, which
Yeah.
if you're a resident in South Dakota,
This is
you
a
want-
special
you want-
thing.
Yeah, you want one of these. I mean,
Yeah.
this is,
Yeah.
and you had to wait a long time to do that.
You bet.
You can drive in from a town, a couple different towns, and drive in and hunt this unit in different areas. But we wanted to do it up, and we set up a wall tent earlier this week. Figured we'd be in it longer than one night with you.
Yeah.
I've been in it for 3 or 4 nights, but yeah, pretty epic.
Yeah.
We wanted to just make it an experience, you know, and that's
Yeah.
what we did.
Brought in our cots and you made us jet boil meals last night.
Oh yeah,
That was awesome.
It was cold.
It was cold this morning.
Coldest day of the week is today, but no
Yeah.
wind. Wind died down. I mean, epic morning on a
Yeah.
freaking great,
Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
great South Dakota bull. He's scarred up right here from probably took a
A point,
antler
huh?
right there.
Yeah.
A couple of them. Big old-
Yeah, this is certainly answered prayer, not only with fellowship and
Yeah.
outing, but harvest too. So
Well, yeah, and I think everybody in South Dakota, I mean anywhere, you get to draw an elk hunt like this that takes, you know, it isn't just, I mean, when you have so many years invested into preference points, 16 for this hunt,
Yeah.
you know, it makes, and then you get to do it with, you know, like for me, like these are memories that,
Yeah.
you know, like I'll show Eric and Eva these,
Yeah.
you know, and hopefully be doing the same things
With them. Yeah.
you know, so it's just like those memories and traditions that get to be passed down continually are priceless, you know.
They sure are. Sure
Those
are.
fronts are pretty dang good.
Oh, I just love the nice curls on them, and everything is so symmetrical.
Dude, I know he's dang near perfectly symmetrical. He's got a little extra length on this left side, probably because he was kicking off some stuff back here on his right.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's almost kicking off an 8th. He's got a 7th here,
Yeah,
and he has a little bump of it. Like this bull next year, you know,
Next year he could
might
have been.
start kicking off. Big freaking bull.
Yeah, he's a nice bull.
Nice work.
Very happy.
So awesome. How I got that. Why not?
I don't know.
Doesn't sound pleasant.
Just funny that way.